Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you? How is your learning at home? Do your family help you during your learning at home? Well, today we are learning at home again because of pandemic of COVID-19. But no problem. I'll send you the video of our learning activity today. In this activity, you will learn about the definition, the purpose, the generic structures, and the language features of the explanation text.
Well, students, as I said before, I will show you the PowerPoint of our topic today. That is explanation text. So first, let's see the example of the explanation text, and the title is How a Tsunami Happens. This is the first paragraph of the text. Let's read together. How a tsunami happens. The term of tsunami comes from the Japanese, which means habo, tsu, and wave, nami. A tsunami is a series of waves generated when water in a lake or a sea is rapidly displaced on a massive scale. A tsunami can be generated when the seafloor abruptly deforms and vertically displaces the overlying water. Such large vertical movements of the Earth's crust can occur at plate boundaries. The next paragraph. Subduction of earthquakes are particularly effective in generating tsunami and occur where denser oceanic plates slip under continental plates. As the displaced water mass moves under the influence of gravity to regain its equilibrium, it radiates across the ocean like ripples on a pond. Tsunami always brings great damage. Most of the damage is caused by the huge mass of water behind the initial wave front, as the head of the sea keeps rising fast and floods powerfully into the coastal area. Well, students, after we read the text about the how a tsunami happens, so let's talk about the explanation text completely, from the definition, the purpose of the text, and then the generic structures, and the last is the language features. Let's discuss from the definition first. After you read the text, what is the definition of the explanation text? Do you know? Okay, good. The definition of explanation text is the text which tells the process relating to form or the forming of natural, social, and scientific and cultural phenomena. The text before I showed it's about the natural phenomena because it is the tsunami. And you know, there are two types of explanation texts. There are sequential and cause and effect. And then how about the purpose of explanation text? Why we write the explanation text? When we write the explanation text is because we want to explain to the readers how and why something like natural or socio-cultural phenomena happen in the world, like tsunami or hurricane and many natural phenomena like a typhoon, the rain, and the other. And the contents of the text is about process and also another kind of explanation text is also the sequence of the phenomena. And the generic structures, bagian-bagian dari teks, ya, explanation. There are title, the first, yeah, the title in the text before is how a tsunami happens. Usually, in the explanation text, the title begins with how, because the explanation text tells about how and why. And then the second is general statement. It is stating about the phenomena. Usually, it is in the first paragraph. It's still the general fact or general statement. Explanation. It is setting the series of steps, which explains the issues of phenomena. Usually in the second or the next paragraph after paragraph 1. And the language features, what are they in the explanation text? It is focusing generic participant. It means an object, yeah, or phenomena which is being discussed. In this case, in the text before I showed you, it's about the tsunami itself, and many other texts in explanation text is about rain, hurricane, snow, earthquake, and many others. And next, also in the explanation text using present tense, like using is, are, and also for the verbs use verb s and es. For example, like in the text we find the tsunami always brings great damage. Brings here the verb with s because it is simple present, and because it is the singular subject is tsunami. And the next sentence is tsunami is zeris. You use is here. And also the term of tsunami comes from the Japanese, and then it radiates across the ocean line. And then next, using chronological connections like first, second, third, then after that finally. So because in the explanation text it is about the process or sequence, so we use first, second, third, and other, but it is different with different from procedural text. Using passive voice, of course, many sentences we find in the text before, we find some sentences using passive voice. And remember, passive voice patterns is subject plus be or modal verbs here, and also followed by verb 3 and followed by. For example, in the sentence C is rapidly displaced, is here is auxiliary or be, and displaced is verb 3. Most of damage is caused by. You see, is and verb 3 caused and followed by. A tsunami can be generated. Also, it can be modal verbs here, and of course followed by be, and generated is verb 3. Using noun, pronoun, verb, and it is like so many other text explanation text, of course, absolutely applies a lot of nouns, pronouns, possessive pronoun, and demonstrative pronoun or action verb. For example, like wave, it's a noun, water, it is noun also, tsunami, eats, it is pronoun, and bring, the verb, moves, the verb, and occur, the verb. Well, students, it is the time for you to do exercise about the explanation text. There are 1, 2, 3, 5 questions you must answer on the modules I have given to you last time, so you can find these questions and please answer correctly. But some questions here based on your experiences maybe in the last time, like earthquake or tsunami, because we live in the Pangandaran, we live in beaches area, and we have had experienced about the tsunami in 2006. So maybe some of you maybe still was or were child, yeah, but maybe your parents, yeah, you experienced the tsunami last time. And so like number one, what do you do if the earthquake happens suddenly? So it needs your own answer, your own or what is that experience when the earthquake happens, yeah, suddenly, like last time. And then number two, what do you do if the earthquake happens but you are in a room? Also, it needs your own answer. But number three and number four, number three and number four, based on the text, how about how a tsunami happens, as I show you before, but you can find also the text in the modules. And number five, what will you do if tsunami happens while you are closer to beach? Okay, good luck. I'm waiting for your answer, and you submit your modules if you have finished the exercise. Thank you.
Well, my students, that is all our learning activity today. I hope this video can help you learning at home. Don't forget to do the exercise on your modules, and don't forget to wash your hands with soap, wear your mask, and keep the distance with the other. See you next time.